Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, the time has come. It is finally here. It is Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So you know what that means. We're definitely coming at you first with some GRUUL Werewolves. But before we get into that, don't forget, we're going live September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to give away all kinds of fun stuff, including 2 boxes of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So check the description down below to find out exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't hit subscribe already, you should, because you're still eligible as long as you were subscribed when we go live. I'd also hit that notification bell so you know exactly when it happens, because you do have to be there live to win the prizes. So let's get into today's deck. We have GRUUL Werewolves for you. First off, we're going to talk about our removal package. We have 4 Frostbites and we have 4 Blizzard Brawls. They're just way too strong in these 2 colors to not run at the moment. So that's why we're going to go ahead and do that. Keep what already works and then add some werewolves to it. That's what we're doing today. Then we're going to have our 2 drops, which is going to be 4 ranger classes. It's just so strong. It gives you 2 wolves, even though they're not werewolves. Everything plus is wolves or werewolves. They're friends. They like each other. And you're going to be able to, just keep pumping them. And then later on, look at the top card of your deck and play creatures off the top of your deck, just in case you get board wiped a bunch or something like that. Really resilient card. 4 copies of Werewolf Pack Leader. Super strong 3/3 for 2 mana, and it helps you draw cards. You can give it trample later. Really, really good. And then we have our first new card in the deck, Kessig Naturalist. So it's 1 red, 1 green for a creature, human werewolf. It is a 2/2. Whenever Kessig Naturalist attacks, add 1 red or 1 green until the end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. It is daybound. And then the Nightbound side is a 3/3, Lord of the Elven Ward. It is a creature werewolf. Other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. So once again, it is going to be pumping the wolf that you get from Ranger class. Whenever Lord of the Elven Ward attacks, add 1 red or 1 green until in a turn. You don't lose mana as steps and phases end. So same as the front side, except it is a Lord on the back side and a 3/3 instead of a 2/2. Really, really good addition. Gotta have it in the deck. Then we're going to go into our 3 drops. This is one of the strongest creatures I think that red has at the moment. Reckless Stormseeker. The backside is Storm Charge Slasher. So Reckless Stormseeker is 1 red, 2 colors for a 2/3 human werewolf. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. It is daybound. So turn 1, you're probably putting that on itself. So turn 1, it's a 3/3 with haste. And then every turn after that, you're going to be putting this on the next creature you throw out. Now it's going to have +1/+0 in haste. Unless we're on the backside, which is the Storm Charge Slasher, which is a 3/4 werewolf. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0, gains trample and haste. So there is a lot more going on the backside. This card is so strong. I just can't tell you how much I really like. I definitely put it in the top 10 for the set, in my opinion. Then another 3 drop we have for you is Tovalar, Dire Overlord. It also has a backside, Tovalar, the Midnight Scourge. So the front side is 1 green, 1 red, 1 color for a legendary creature, human wolf at 3/3. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. This is daybound. Then we have the backside, the Midnight Scourge, which is also going to be a legendary creature, but only a werewolf, no more human. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And then it also has pay 1 green, 1 red, and X. Target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. It is nightbound. So super strong. Some of your other wolves don't have trample yet. This is going to light trample up for that. Even if you just pay 1 green, 1 red, and you don't give it +X/+0 at all, you just give it the trample ability. That can be super strong late game. Then we have our 4 drops. We're going to drop in 1 Ezekiel's Chariot. I just thought I'd give it a try. I had 1 slot left in the deck. Wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. I didn't really want to put it on another legendary because, you draw too many legendaries. It's not super great. Plus, they almost look like wolves, but even more so, dogs like to chase cats. So we're giving our deck a little bit of fun flair to it. And then we have 3 copies of Arlen, the Pack's Hope, when the backside is Arlen, the Moon's Fury. So the Pack's Hope is 1 green, 1 red, 2 colorless. For legendary Planeswalker Arlen, comes out with 4 loyalty, is daybound. Until your next turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. -3, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. Nice interaction is if you have this out and the next turn you cast Ezekiel's Chariot, make sure you plus this for 1 first. Now both your cats come out as 3/3s. Same thing goes with, say, range. I mean, goes with anything, but it's really nice with the Ezekiel's Chariot because you're going to get 6 damage out of it instead of 4. Really, really strong. And then the backside, Nightbound, +2, add 1 green and 1 red, and you can 0 it. Until end of turn, Arlen the Moon's Fury becomes a 5/5 werewolf creature with trample, indestructible, and haste. I mean, if you are already on night side and you get to throw that down for 4 mana as a 5/5 trample, indestructible, haste, super strong. It's so much fun. I'm loving this Planeswalker. And then we have a little bit of utility cards. We have 2 copies of Unnatural Moonrise, 1 green, 1 red, sorcery. It becomes night. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You can flash it back for 1 green, 1 red, and 2 colorless. I have 1 games off the back of that card. It is so good. I want to have more than 2 in the deck. I might ramp it up to 3 eventually. Problem is, if they're playing hard control and you keep drawing these, then it doesn't really help you if you don't have a creature out, or if you have a creature out that doesn't go to nighttime. It's super good, but you don't want too many of them in your hand. And lastly, we have 3 copies of Dire Strain Rampage. 1 green, 1 red, 1 colorless for sorcery. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search their library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Otherwise, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Has flashback for 1 green, 1 red, and 3 colorless. So, I don't know why you maybe need a ramp, but you could do this to yourself. It's mainly in the deck to destroy problematic lands, especially Faceless Havens with, I don't know, say Book of Exalted Deed tokens on them because that is legal again. So it's in there for that, as well as problematic enchantments or artifacts. It does come in handy at times. I'm not settled on 3, but that's what we're running today. So we're giving it a try at that amount. And then our land is 7 snow-covered mountains and 9 snow-covered forests. The deck is pretty split in colors, almost 50-50, but we're a little heavier on snow-covered forests due to the fact that on turn 2, it's, you know, we really need 2 greens if we're going to throw a werewolf pack leader on curve. Then we have 4 of the pathways on color and 4 of the new Rockfall Vales. So this is one of the new dual lands in our color, and it comes into play untapped as long as you put it into play with 2 other lands on the battlefield already. So the deck is a blast to play. Werewolves, I mean, they just forced it on us, so of course we've got to give it a try. Everything they've given us is so amazing. Don't forget to stick around till the end where I have a summary on the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into the gameplay. Opponent. Mousing? We go first. Wow. We can't really do anything till turn 3, but we are going first. Hopefully we draw something for turn 2 and a land. We'll lead with the Veil. Hello. Oh, hey, there we go. Now I just need to hit another land, pass the turn back. They really didn't want us to know what they were doing, huh? Clarion Spirit is the play. Let's go ahead and swing in for 3. Throw another werewolf. If I hit a land, we're in it. We need a land. At least we're going to be drawing next turn. Unless they portable hole here, they would need another white source. I could still draw a card if I hit a land off the top. Land. Well, we can also just shoot that for being mean to us and swing in for 3. And end the turn. Clarion Spirit coming down. Land! Okay, well, at least Blizzard Brawl this. Swing in for 3. And the turn. I mean, land for both of us. Don't get me wrong. Who gets it first? Luminarch Aspirant. That resolves. Yep. Land. Oh, it becomes night until end of turn. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample and haste. I'm just wondering if that's worth it so that next turn, if I hit a land, the Reckless Stormseeker comes out. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get in. Down to 7. Passes it back. Oh, actually, I forgot. We draw a card from that. That is another no-lander. Double Luminarch. They're going to put them all on here. Okay. Oh, and they're swinging. Land. There we go. Thank you. Swing on in. Good game. They can't block it. Well, they can block the 3/3 and only take 5, so they can still live, but they decide it's not worth it. NG1. Okay, we go first. We don't have a turn 2, but we have a turn 3, and so I don't know if this is great, but we're going to keep it. We're going to lead off with a Veil, pass turn. Ooh, that did not help either. We'll go with another Veil, because it does not hurt us in any way. Field of Ruin, huh? Mono Black Control. No, Dimir Control. So let's go ahead and throw out. It doesn't really matter here. Let's get some snow out here. We're going to go with this because it gives itself haste. We got day-night going. So if they decide to just pass again, that's fine, because then this just comes out nightbound. Baleful. We get to draw a card. Now, if they don't do anything, it goes nighttime. So we've got the Dire straight now. Let's see. Let's put this out on red. I don't think it matters at this point. I'm going to do the Ranger class and power it up. That means next turn, if it hits them, then we draw a card. We can also, you know, throw it, and we can pump one of our creatures. We can Blizzard Brawl. They just pass, it becomes nighttime. Okay, they did... Wait, shouldn't it become... Oh, it is night. Ha! I gotta get used to this mechanic. I think we definitely want more green at this point. I already fired this up. We're not going to get any haste with this. I don't think they're going to be board wiping anytime soon. Let's go ahead and throw this first, because then we get to draw a card. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 4. Create. Okay. So, that happened. So we'll make the werewolf pack leader. We'll go ahead and swing on in. Token on here. Hit him for 3. Pass the turn. We did make it nighttime, or daytime, because we cast 2 spells. But we are always going to do that, and they're probably going to... Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. So let's go ahead and destroy that. They get another land. Nothing I could do about that. What a card. The Browse. Oh, the Browser. The Browser. Got it. We go first. We can't do much till turn 3, but we do have removal, so I'm going to hold on to it. Lead off on the Veil. Pass the turn. That way if we hit... Well, I guess it doesn't matter how we did that. Okay, look at all this red mana. Let's go ahead and pass it back. Card has been foretold. Let's get this Tovalar out here. Tovalar. Dire Overlord. It is now day. If they pass the turn, it goes night. And then we got ourselves a 5/5 indestructible. Okay, they've cast a spell. Let's go ahead and throw out the Veil, since it comes into play untapped. I'm going to throw out our Planeswalker. We're going to make ourselves some puppies.
We must stop the knights.
Let's go ahead and get in for 3. Pass it back. Oh, it felt good to draw a card. If they do 2 damage to everything, at least we keep our Dire Overlord. They might kill our pack leader. Or... It's our new pack leader. Frostbite it is.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
They've got some more for us. They want to kill that. Yeah. There's the Dragon's Fire showing us the gold span. There's another green. So we could take out the gold span next turn pretty much. That's not a problem. Let's go ahead and throw that. They just get to get land back if we destroy land. So we'll just swing in for 4. I mean, they're going to throw a Goldspan Dragon and hold up a counter spell, most likely. Probably what this is, unless that's Outrun's Epiphany. I wish it would go nighttime so that I could go ahead and give all my puppers +1/+1. There's the Goldspan, of course, is must. There's the swing. So next turn they can Epiphany. So I'll probably just Dire Strain Rampage that. Because then they'll... I don't know. I guess it doesn't really slow them down. Yeah, I don't know. Because then they're just going to get a land if I kill that. So we take the damage. Take the turn. Chariot, huh? Chariot. So I think they have a counter spell. Let's find out. I really don't want to give them a treasure. That's the thing. Throw a land. This attacks, it's going to get a plus, right? So hold on. So I can do this and try to take out the treasure token just for the fun of it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Give him a land. Okay. They did not have a counter spell. So that resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they don't get to... Well, I mean, they can Outrun's Epiphany still because they're, even if they don't get the land from me. Let's go ahead and swing in. We'll add some green. Next. Now we'll Chariot. And end the turn. If they have Crush the Weak or Dragon, yeah, they have a lot of things they could just wipe our board with, probably. They could attack an Epiphany. Okay, Galzareth Prismari coming down. Gets a treasure token. Foretold a card, which could be a counter spell. They still have 2 mana. I mean, they would have to pop it. They'll probably attack. Wow, no attacks. Okay. Another land was probably one of the worst things we could draw there. Let's see. What is the best way to do this? I'm going to flash this back and try to destroy this. Because now we still have both of these and the Chariot. Saw it coming. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Resolves. Okay, they're out of mana. So we are going to fire you up with 2 cats. So that I could Blizzard Brawl you and you. Let's get rid of you. Maybe I should have did the bird, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. We got it. Scumbag X. Okay, let's see. See what kind of deck you play, Scumbag. See if you hold up to your name. We go first. We have a turn 2 into technically a turn 3 Arlen if they don't remove this. So let's go ahead and keep this. We don't need this mana anytime soon. And just in case we need Blizzard Brawls or anything like that, I think maybe we start... No, because if off the top we hit a Werewolf Pack Leader and that's the route we decide to go, we're locked out. But I want the Kessig Naturalist. Talking myself out of it here. We're going to go with the Snow-Covered Mountain pass a turn. We're locked in. Now I will guarantee that we top deck a Werewolf Pack Leader. Just for a Sentinel. Let's go ahead and just end that thing's life now. Not let them ramp. There's a green. Let's get the Naturalist out there. Ranger class coming in. So, we throw, let's see. Do I care if I trade? That's the thing. Let's see if they'll even let it I don't know if they're going to care. Or if... I can make it night right now. And kill this. That's the question. That's the question. Do I want to do that? Let's throw this out so we have all of our snow. Let's swing in and see what happens. Let's get some red. Maybe they'll take the trade. They don't take the trade. Let's go with the pack leader. Alright, I'm going to be calling her that forever now. Let's go ahead and create some wolves.
Put an end to the violence between humans
some
and
puppers.
werewolves.
Now, if they power up Ranger class attack with both, I think we just take it, and then next turn we'll frostbite. Because we're going to turn it night. We're going to be attacking with this. This is going to be, I mean, if everything goes the way I want it to, this will be a 5/5 with trample, indestructible. Everything, they'll all get pluses. Oh, I think this is going to go swell for us. Oh, they didn't do anything? Well, we're already online, so I think they're just in trouble here, right? Because can I do everything? Let's go ahead and frostbite that. Let's go ahead and Blizzard Brawl that. Let's go ahead and make it... you can have the plus... Make it nighttime. Let's go ahead and 0 you. And let's go ahead and attack. I'll take green. Woo! Woo! Whoa! Goodbye. Okay, Brew Crew, that is going to do it for GRUUL Werewolves. I can't wait to get back out there and just keep playing the deck. A few changes I'm going to make for the deck is... You know what? I love Ezekiel's Chariot. It just doesn't fit in the deck, in my opinion, the way I want it to. So we are going to cut it. I am going to cut one Dire Straight Rampage due to the fact that I don't know how many of these we're going to need in the meta. You can always put more in the deck if the meta has a lot of enchantments and artifacts and or lands that you don't want to deal with. But for the moment, I only want the 2 in the deck. I'm going to take out 1 Blizzard Brawl and 1 Frostbite just because I need 4 cards, and I think that's where I want to pull from. Because you know what? I want to play test some 1-drops in the deck just to see what happens if we speed the deck up just a little, since we don't really technically have any. And of course, they're going to have to be wolves. So I'm really split between the Fearless Pups and the Snarling Wolf. Now, I definitely think in the current meta, I think the Fearless Pup could be better because that first strike is huge, especially if you've got mono white coming in against you. Yeah, they have ways to pump their creatures, but early game, they've got a 2/1 that you can just block. They've got other creatures that it just kind of shuts down if you have first strike, and you can pump it up later, I mean, if it attacks. This one can pump whether it attacked or not. So to be honest with you, what we're going to do is we're going to play test 2 of each. Hey, don't sneak in a third. And see exactly which one I think fits better in the deck. So at the moment, 2 of this, 2 of this, and that's all the changes that I'm going to make before I get right back out on the ladder and see what we can do with this deck. Now, crafting. When it comes to crafting right now, nobody knows the meta really. So I can't really give you too much advice, but Ranger class, safe, craft away. Werewolf pack leader, safe, craft away. I think Reckless Stormseeker, especially if you're going to be playing red, is safe, craft away. But now we're going to get into the ones, be careful. With Tavalar, if werewolves just don't end up holding their own, be careful crafting those. Arlen, once again, I think she's strong enough on her own, but be wary before you go and craft right now. Maybe hold off a week or so before you spend too many wild cards. And then the Dire Strained Rampage. Once again, be careful. Don't go crafting that unless you think you're really going to be in these colors or you just have tons and tons of wild cards. Lands are always safe. The Rockfall Veils, go ahead and craft away on those. But for the, you know, the cards that are mainly just for this deck, be careful with those. So I really hope you enjoyed this deck. Let us know down below what you want to see us playing in the future, because there are so many choices right now. Make sure you check the description down below to find out all the information about the giveaway that we're doing when we go live September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.